Hello everyone, welcome to Wilkes Now. My name is Shannon Slominski and I will inform you about the latest campus news.
Hello, my name is MJ and we'll talk about recent happenings in the world.
Hi, I'm Semma. I'm providing you with this week's Sports Now update.
Hello everyone, I'm Sean Papke and I'll be giving you your weather forecast for this week. But first, Shannon with campus news.
WVIA will be hosting a family day at Knoebels this Sunday, May 4th. There is a drawing for 2 all-day free tickets going on for Wilkes students. If you're interested, please email Kelly Clishem at wilkes.edu with Knoebels in the subject line. Noon on April 30th to be entered for a chance to win. Good luck. Want to lighten your load when moving out for summer break? The Honors Program Student Committee is asking students to drop off their clothing donations in the drop-off box inside or right outside the Honors Office in the Stark Learning Center, room 262. Donations must be clean and in good condition. For more information, visit the link found on today's Wilkes. Don't forget, there is a class schedule change this week following the university's 2024-2025 academic calendar. Tuesday, April 29th is to follow a Thursday class schedule. This includes evening classes. Wednesday, April 30th is to follow a Friday class schedule. Final examinations begin Thursday evening, May 1st at 6:30 p.m. Good luck to all. As finals approach, Wilkes University Programming Board is asking students to fill out their end-of-the-year survey to improve events offered. As a thank you, everyone who completes the survey will have the chance to win a gift card. The link to the survey can be found on Today at Wilkes. If you need to take a break from studying, student government will host daily events to unwind during finals week. There will be pizza night in the library on Friday, May 2nd at 6:30. On Monday, May 5th at 11:30 a.m., there will be churros in the sub for Cinco de Mayo. There will be an ice cream party on the Greenway at 2 p.m. on May 6th and surprise giveaway on May 7th. And on Thursday, May 8th, there will be a breakfast from Wawa at 9:30 a.m. in the sub. Follow at Wilkes SSG on Instagram for more updates. Wilkes University will hold their 78th annual spring commencement in the McHale Athletic Center on Saturday, May 17th. The graduation ceremony begins at 10 a.m. with doors opening at 9 a.m. The bachelor degree ceremony begins at 3 p.m. with doors opening at 2 p.m. Congratulations to all graduating seniors. Speaking of graduation, 9 members of Wilkes Now will graduate this semester. Today, many of them will anchor, operate the camera, or manage production for the last time in their collegiate careers. Let us send off the first half of our Wilkes Now graduates, starting with those in the studio.
My name is Megan Davis and I'm a senior communications major. I joined Wilkes Now my sophomore year, and I joined because I have a focus in media production and I use this to get more experience. My first position coming in was a camera operator, and now I am the assistant producer and I also help on the floor. I think I'll definitely miss our April Fool's shows the most. I do enjoy doing shows, but the April Fool's one is always my favorite because it lets me usually work as a talent, so I usually never get to do that and I enjoy it every time I do. Right now I plan to stay in the area and apply for jobs in TV, in production. I'm also the social media manager of The Beacon.
My name is Josh Garcet and I'm a communication studies major. I joined my junior year, and the reason why I decided to join was I was interested in film and kind of wanted to see what it was like in front and behind the camera. So my first position junior year was anchor for campus news, but now I'm the director of field production and also a floor manager. I think what I'll miss most is the shenanigans in between breaks or during the meetings. We have a great time. I'm planning to go straight into the workforce. A fun fact about me, I used to do professional dancing for 8 years.
I'm Lauren Koval. I'm a senior communication major. I officially joined Wilkes Now this year, but my first semester I would come observe a few shows just to see what it was about, and I enjoyed it. And then once I took studio and field production classes, I felt ready to join. My first position was Beacon Briefs, and it still is. I don't have official future plans yet, but I'm going to be in the area looking for a job. A fun fact about me is I've been to 60 concerts.
Hi, my name is Zach Paraway, and I'm a senior communications major. So I joined Wilkes Now last year, my junior year, and I'd always wanted to be a part of it, and finally dropping some time commitments allowed me to actually join and be a part of Wilkes Now. So my first position at Wilkes Now was a sports director, and I'm still sports director to this day. What I miss most about Wilkes Now is probably putting the shows together. While that could be hectic, especially on those Monday nights, it was something that I always enjoyed, and I felt like we always did a good show. We put our best foot forward and put a great program together. All right, so my future plans are, I am currently staying in the area, and it's either to futurely work in television or to work in marketing. All right. A fun fact about me is I'm also an MBA student here at Wilkes University.
Hi, I'm Sam Mullen, and I'm a senior communications major. I joined Wilkes Now my junior year, and I joined because I filled in the year before, and I really enjoyed, so I just wanted to continue doing it. My first position was I was the sports co-anchor, and I'm still currently the sports co-anchor. I think the thing I'll miss the most is just being around everyone. I think we just always have like a really good energy during the show and also during our meetings. My future plans, I'm planning to stay in the area, applying to jobs in the area. A fun fact is I ref lacrosse in the summer.
Thank you, talent and studio crew. We appreciate all that you do. Now let's take a quick break, and when we return, MJ will give you all the latest in national news.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Welcome back to Wilkes Now. I am MJ and we'll talk about national news. On Saturday, April 26, during the Desert Storm Shootout in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, a Freedom 1 racing boat was involved in an accident that left everyone breathless. The boat, a Skater 388 with over 10,000 horsepower, was attempting to break a speed record when a gust of wind destabilized the boat. Within seconds, the boat rose more than 30 feet in the air, flipped several times, and plummeted into the water. The two occupants, known by their aliases John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, miraculously survived with minor injuries. One suffered a broken collarbone and the other knee injury. The reinforced cockpit and quick response of emergency crews were key to their survival. Tragedy in Sharon, Illinois, a car crashed into after-school camp on Monday, killing 4 children between the ages of 4 and 18 and injuring several others. The driver, who escaped unharmed, is under investigation. Yesterday, SpaceX successfully launched 23 Starlink satellites aboard a Falcon 9 rocket from NASA Kennedy Space Center. The mission designated Starlink 12 to 10, including 13 satellites equipped with direct-to-self capabilities, enhancing mobile connectivity in remote areas. This launch marked Space's second Falcon 9 flight within 24-hour period, following a mission from Vandenberg Space Force Base. That's all the time we have for today. When we come back, Sam will give you the latest in Wilkes Sport.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Hi, I'm Samuel, and let's get into what happened this week in Wilkes Sports. The baseball team was packed with games last week. On Tuesday, they traveled to Misericordia University, where they won 6-5. Andreas Cruz led the team with going 3 for 4 at the plate and picking up 2 RBIs. Zach Lusick also went 3 for 4 with 1 RBI. On Wednesday, they traveled to Lycoming College, earning a 5-0 win. AJ Levinowski got 8 strikeouts while allowing no runs on only 3 hits while pitching for the Colonels. Jack Mathis had 4 RBIs on the day and recorded his first home run as a Colonel. Over the weekend, they hosted Susquehanna University. On Saturday, they had their doubleheader, which was also the Julie Hockey Mazer Foundation game. In the first game, Zachary Lloyd pitched for 5 innings, recording 4 strikeouts, and Riley Jagger pitched for 2.2 innings, also recording 4 strikeouts. Despite an attempt to come back, the Colonels lost 9-5. In Game 2, the Colonels were able to have a lead in the beginning, but after a strong 5th inning from Susquehanna, they lost 7-5. On Sunday, they were able to change things around with a 6-4 win. Today, they will have their last conference game of the season against the University of Scranton. They will start at 4:30 on Brugworth Field. On Wednesday, they will travel to Immaculata University at 3:30 for their last game of the season. The softball team faced crosstown rival Kings College in a doubleheader on Wednesday. In the first game, Ali Saporsky, Mia Bucka, and Hannah Boyd all had 1 RBI for the game. Bucka only allowed 7 hits and 1 run with 2 strikeouts pitching, securing the 4-1 win. In Game 2, the Colonels lost 4-0. Olivia Duggar led the team during the game, going 3 for 3 at the plate with 2 doubles. On Sunday, they traveled to Susquehanna University for a doubleheader in Game 1. Bucka pitched the whole game, only allowing 3 runs on 9 hits and had 3 strikeouts. She also led the team, going 2 for 4 at the plate and earning 2 doubles, which helped the Colonels get the 6-3 win. In Game 2, Lauren DeMarco pitched 4.2 innings, allowing 5 runs on 9 hits and had 2 strikeouts. Unfortunately, they lost 6-4. On Saturday, they will travel to Elizabethtown College for a doubleheader to end their regular season. The first game is scheduled to start at 1 and the second at 3 o'clock. The men and women's lacrosse team both finished their seasons on Saturday. The men's team had their senior day against Catholic University, where they honored 4 of their seniors. Stone Sosnovic and Tim Harka both had 2 goals for the day, while Oscar Klein and Anthony Del Duca had 1. Unfortunately, they lost 29-6, finishing with a 4-13 overall record. On the women's side, they traveled to Catholic University. Brooklyn Badana and Megan Bell each had 1 goal on the day. Unfortunately, they lost 25-2 and ended the season with a 0-15 overall record. This week, AJ Lewanowski and Mia Bucka earned Colonel of the Week. Lewanowski pitched a win and his first save through 9 scoreless innings, only allowing 4 hits and 10 strikeouts against both Lycoming and Susquehanna. He was also named the Landmarks Pitcher of the Week. Mia Bucka led the Colonels' offense, going 6 for 14 at the plate against Kings and Susquehanna. Bucka scored 3 runs, 4 doubles, 2 RBIs, and recorded a stolen base. Congratulations to AJ Lewanowski and Mia Bucka. Good luck to all of our teams competing this week, and congratulations on a good season for our spring sports. Before we go to break, it is time to send off the second half of our seniors. They do not always appear on camera, but play a big role in making all of it happen. Let's say goodbye to our seniors in the control room.
My name is Eric Walsh, and I'm a senior communications major. During my time here at Wilkes, I knew I always wanted to get involved in the TV studio in some way, shape, or form. I waited pretty much until my last semester, which is kind of a regret I have, but I knew I wanted to join at least at some point. My first and current position are both clip player. I'll definitely miss the people. Everybody at Wilkes Now is great, and the environment here is absolutely phenomenal, so I'll miss everybody here. I hope to work in audio in some way, shape, or form. A fun fact about me is that I'm a big horror movie buff. I know a lot about the history and really enjoy watching them.
My name is Brady Melvitz, and I'm a communications major, senior. I joined in my junior year after getting, really just wanting to be more involved in the comm department, and after getting a little nudge from some advisors. My first position was a switcher, and right now I'm the assistant technical director. I'll probably miss the chemistry the most, especially backstage here. We do a lot of fun stuff behind the scenes that no one really gets to see. Even the people up front, they have a lot of fun with it, so probably the chemistry. To look for jobs in either Pennsylvania or Delaware. Huge wrestling fan. Been a wrestling fan since I was like 9 years old.
My name's Steven Yukoski, and I'm a senior communication studies major. I joined Wilkes Now my sophomore year. I just really wanted to get involved because a lot of my friends were doing it, and I couldn't do it my freshman year because of my work schedule. My first position, I operated the audio board for all of the shows, and at my current position, I'm the producer of the show, and sometimes I fill in as an anchor. The thing I'll miss the most really is just the connections with everybody else. Other people have mentioned how great and fun it is in between and before and after the show. My future plans are I got accepted into a couple of grad schools, and I also am still in the job search, deciding which one I want to pursue. A fun fact about myself is that I had an internship with Time Shamrock Communications, and I appeared on ESPN Radio.
I'm Sydney Alaba, and I'm a communication studies major. I joined Wilkes Now as a first-year student my first semester, and I joined because I always had an interest in video, and that's what I wanted to pursue in communication studies. My first position, I started off doing the teleprompter, and then as a production assistant, I did the graphics computer, and now I've been the director for the past 2 years. What I will miss most about Wilkes Now is the people, as many people have said. We just made a lot of great connections, and we always have a fun time filming shows. My future plans are to work in the local area and local media probably, and maybe branch out of the area eventually. A fun fact about me is that I made stop motion videos with dolls growing up, and that's how I got my interest in video.
Thank you again, and good luck with your future endeavors. Let's go to break. When we come back, Sean will give you your weather update.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Dear housemates, due to the environmental impact of food waste, I'm eating all your leftovers. You're welcome.
Ooh, what's this about?
I'm just doing my part for the environment. Is that Mima's punch bowl?
We use way too much plastic. Think of the planet. Who is the best princess?
The environment is the best excuse. Find an out and opt in at theenvironmentexcuse.org.
Hello everyone, I'm Sean Papke, and let's talk weather. So first off, we're coming off the heels of a really rainy and kind of cold weekend, and looking outside today, it is a lot better than it was this weekend. Friday night was rough, Saturday morning was rough, and then Sunday was just really cold. But let's see what the trend is for this week. So right now we're seeing temps sunny and about 75 degrees, which is good. We'll see that go up to a high of 82 and then a low of 53 tonight. Again, sunny, warm conditions. There's not much out of the ordinary except go outside, get some sunlight. We saw a sunrise at 6:03 a.m. and we're going to see a sunset at 7:59 p.m. 38% humidity, so pretty low, and 11-mile-per-hour winds. Looking ahead for the rest of the week, again, Tuesday we're going to see that sunny, high of 82 and low of 53. Wednesday, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 67 and a low of 43. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high of 75 and a low of 59. Friday, we are going to see some rain showers, but a warm high of 80 and a low of 67. Saturday is going to be our evil day with rain showers with a cold high of 67, well, moderately cold, and a low of 43. Sunday, back to mostly sunny with a high of 64 and a low of 44. And then Monday, sunny with a high of 70 and a low of 46. So again, looking at that rain, we're going to see it all come from the west, and the major part of it that's going to hit us is, Friday and Saturday. We're not really going to see much. We're going to dodge a lot of showers to our north and south throughout the week, so we'll stay pretty clear and pretty consistent except for that weekend. Looking at the temperatures, again, we're going to stay pretty warm, pretty average for springtime conditions, and Saturday night it will get a little bit cold, but not too cold. I would say about sweatshirt weather. So one thing I wanted to look at, because I won't be here to report the summer weather, is the seasonal temperature outlook for the summer. So this is the 3-month outlook from NOAA for May, June, and July. So we're about somewhere in the above section. So what this means is it's a good probability that will be, above average for temperatures in the summer. So expect it to be a little warmer than normal. And same thing with precipitation. There's a good chance we'll be above average in precipitation in Pennsylvania for the summer, so stay dry. So again, looking ahead, we're going to see that above average temperature and precip, but obviously take that with a grain of salt. Just get outside this week, study your finals outside, get some exercise, play a sport. I've been playing spike ball with my friends. Enjoy the weather while it lasts before the rain comes over the weekend. But that's all I've got. Enjoy your summer. Good luck on finals and good luck to all the seniors. That's all I've got. Back to Shannon.
Thanks, Sean. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Just a reminder, you can watch us live on Tuesdays on Service Electric Channel 97 at noon. Also, check out our YouTube channel for the latest episodes of the show and more. In case you missed it, our broadcast re-airs every weeknight at 7:30 p.m. From all of us here at Wilkes Now, have a great summer.